Beards, Books, and Bourbon is a spoiler-rich environment. If you haven't read or listened to this book, then you should probably go ahead and do that, because we're going to talk about it, and we're going to say all the stuff that you don't want us to say. So go back and read it, or listen to it on audiobook, and then come back and listen to us. Thanks so much, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back once again, everybody, to Beards, Books, and Bourbon. I'm Steven.
I'm Mark.
And we are here once again with you from our Midwestern garage studio, recording another wonderful evening. By the time you hear this, it'll be later in the fall, but it is a beautiful evening again while we're recording.
It is. We're almost in the second half of July.
We are, as of this recording, we're enjoying another fire, and we are enjoying our outdoor studio. And bringing to you what we are reading, what we are drinking,
what we're reading, what we're drinking, and why it brings us joy
every day.
Indeed.
And it's been a nice summer. We've gotten a lot of recording done, actually.
Yeah, we really have.
So we're as of this recording, we're pushing ourselves into September, maybe even October at some point here.
Yeah, much to our wives' chagrin. We've been doing a lot of recording.
Yeah, we have been. We've been successful this summer.
It's been good. It's been really good.
It's good.
It's good.
And we are
have some more eggnog, Clark.
Enjoying this evening's bourbon very much. We did a pre-show sip, so we're excited to talk about that one in a minute. But this evening's book is Navola by Paolo Bacigalupi.
Indeed.
And this one this one was a recommendation to me, actually, not a recommendation to me personally, but a recommendation that I had seen on an author's book reading website that I follow.
Yeah.
And I was smitten by the cover art.
The dragon eye.
The dragon eye.
Anytime you want to take a spear straight to Steven's heart, just add a dragon.
Add a dragon. And but the the title details that I read before I purchased the book or before I downloaded the book was, it's not as dragony.
No.
As you would expect.
No, it's more of an Italian opera.
It has a subtle dragon presence in it.
Yeah.
Which, to your point, you mentioned to me at the end of the book. You and I have slightly different opinions about this book. But at the end of the book, you had mentioned that you hope that there is a sequel. And I don't know. It certainly sets itself up for one.
I think I said something like, if there's not a sequel, I'm going to start setting things on fire.
Right. Correct. There you go.
Yeah. I was ticked off at the end of this book.
Yes, which I think is a good thing to be.
It's a good sign.
Our bourbon tonight is one that I picked out special. It's a rye, correct?
It is a rye.
And I know Mark's affinity for ryes, and I happen to be shopping around, and this one was one that we didn't have, so take it away, introduce our bourbon.
Tonight's bourbon is Redwood Empire Emerald Giant Rye Whiskey. And of course, it's got a quote here from John Muir. Most people are on the world, not in it. This is cask strength, 57.7% alcohol by volume, or 115.4 proof.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And you can taste it.
And we'll talk more about that.
We will.
Later.
Our pre-drink sip was very nice.
Oh, gosh.
We both seem to enjoy this.
And
good. We've done the other one. We've done the Redwood Empire, I believe, just regular cat.
I think that was first season.
Yeah, I think so. And we enjoyed that there, too. I mean,
yep.
That was a good bottle.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't think we've had it again since.
Perhaps not, unless we've...
And I think that our palates have probably changed significantly.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should do that for the Oops episode, maybe.
Maybe we'll do that just to match it up with the Redwood here.
Yeah.
Just because we probably have had it here and there. Maybe we've had it when we just had an evening where we're not recording but drinking. or cocktail mixing or whatever. And so on
Yeah,
and so forth.
absolutely.
We did agree, though. I was provided with a smoking kit.
Yes.
For Father's Day this year. So maybe we'll try and
A little smoked redwood.
little smoked redwood. That might be nice.
Yes, that might be nice. I'm going to be a little more slap happy than usual because I've been out in the north woods of Wisconsin for the last
I'm not
week,
sure that's possible.
living in the tent.
I'm not sure that's possible.
I think it's quite possible.
I'm not sure.
Lack of sleep
You run the fence between hilarious
and annoying.
annoying.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewer, listener, whatever you are. I appreciate your comment. And let me just say that my wife agrees with you.
Yeah.
I ride the third rail,
The third rail.
between hysterical and annoying.
I'm pretty sure that my wife is probably in the same boat in some way about me in many different ways, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But we are in a world where the principal or one of the most powerful cities is Navola.
Yes.
And I think what drew me into this book the most, well, let's talk about the main characters or the main family. So you have a world that is
It is very close to Renaissance Italy,
yes,
but it's not.
it's not, but the framework is.
The framework is. And so a lot of the names are being used.
Correct.
It's almost kind of like an alternate history, parallel Earth kind of thing.
To the Medici time, right?
Yes,
That was my thought.
Yes,
right?
very much.
Where it was more of a city state than
is it Medici or is it de Medici?
It might be de Medici.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Okay.
I think
Point.
you are correct. Point, counterpoint.
Point for me.
I believe it is de Medici.
Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy.
I was just watching a documentary about Da Vinci.
Oh yeah, Da Vinci.
And
Is Da Vinci your daddy?
no,
Okay.
he would have been a good one though.
There would have. There's a joke in there somewhere.
I'm sure there is,
Oh man,
but not tonight.
not tonight.
Camping man.
After
Yes.
after we turn
After
off
we
the
turn off
recording.
the speakers,
That's
here,
right.
the microphones, yeah, then we'll come with something. But it's the De Reguli family, right?
Irreguli.
The De Reguli, and of course the narrator, who is I have to go back and look at the title here, does a fantastic job
Oh, amazing job.
of and so to Mark's point, the names and the locations and even the legends and the stories that are told
Yes.
are all Italian in flair.
Yes.
Now
very much
I don't know
But
if any of those are accurate in.
It's not a
true.
Christian religion. It's a polytheistic religion.
Yes.
The city states and the kingdoms and whatnot are different from what you would find
Correct.
in Renaissance Italy.
Correct.
But a lot of the same city names are used. A lot of the same regional
there's
names
quite
are used.
there's quite a few that seem to be accurate
Yes.
culturally,
Yes.
but some of the other ones like names of buildings, names of streets, names of places,
Right.
I'm assuming are of his creation
Yes.
within the context of the world. Mark Viator is the narrator.
Yes.
And was great.
He's
It was great.
He's great.
It's been a while. In fact, I think it's been a little bit of time since we've had a male narrator in some of the books that we've done.
He used to do Star Wars novels.
Oh, interesting.
He used to be the narrator for a lot of Star
Interesting.
Wars novels.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
If I think I've got the right guy. Yeah. So I mean, I haven't heard his voice in a long time. Yeah, absolutely. Mark Vitor.
Yeah.
Those all the Star Wars books that are now considered to be apocryphal in nature. They're
Ah,
Star
yes.
Wars legends rather than being Star Wars canon.
Right.
Yeah, Mark Vitor. He narrated all of those.
Yeah. It was
Nice.
nice.
And I think Yuzan Vong series.
I think what
Thank you,
gave me the I think the world for me, the world building in this was interesting just because, and maybe it's maybe it's what I do for a living. Maybe I'm interested in that kind of linguistic development.
Sure.
I think I've mentioned this before, and we've never done this book. It was the Anthony Ryan book, Blood Song, or
We've only this season we've only mentioned it like every other episode.
We do, but I equate it to that because I think the development of the kind of the language base in this particular novel, the names,
Yes.
the places, the locations,
I feel like we have
is really interesting.
we have sealed our fate, and we must do Blood Song
We may have
in
to.
season 6.
We may have to.
Yeah.
It was a good book.
Or at least some other novel by Ryan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was a good book. This one though, it resonated with me for those reasons. It was intrigue. It was a family building, a world building, not a world building in the sense of, vast continents and
Right.
different creatures living in different parts. But for me, it was a really intimate view into the city of Navola.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what drew me in to the book.
It's
right.
It's an excellently written book. It's an excellent political family style drama.
Yeah. That's an interesting, yeah. It's almost like Dallas.
Kinda. I mean, it's like I said at the beginning, it's like an Italian opera.
Yeah.
Right. And like you said, there's lots of intrigue. The characters are developing very well, or not developing, as the case may be. And I really, really had a hard time with it.
You did, and I think we'll come to that, because I think there's interesting pieces to that, and or maybe we save that for the Oopsisode.
Yeah.
At least for the main character, Daviko.
Yeah.
But I think
because I'll be ranting by that point anyway.
Well, I think there's something to that, because I think we've had a couple of other. I believe it was the One Dark Window, wasn't it, where we felt the main character was whiny? Or was it? No, it was. No, it was.
It wasn't One Dark Window.
No, it wasn't. It was the dragon one where they were in
It was
London.
A Language of Dragons.
Language of Dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a criticism to the author in any way, because I think that's just the development of the character.
Right.
But this one too.
That the character refuses to develop.
Right, and this one too.
Absolutely.
And maybe we'll save that might be a good one for the episode to do that.
My beef, you know what my beef is.
Yeah.
I've already said it to you.
Yeah.
Off air. There is one good person in this entire story.
Yes. Yes.
And even that
Correct.
person is he's really only good because the scale of what is good is so skewed that he's the best person, even though he's deeply, deeply flawed.
Well, and will be even more so.
And will be even more so. And there better be a sequel, or I'm getting a ticket.
Well, that's
I'm
what
getting
I'm
a
wondering.
plane ticket to Italy.
See, that's kind of what I'm wondering, and I don't know when
I don't think there will be
publication-
one, though. I don't think there will be one.
Think they'll leave it at that?
And I'm going to lose my mind.
Certainly sets up for one.
It does. But I think he generally does standalones, doesn't he?
I don't know. I mean, it's a 2024 novel, so it's fairly it's about a year old, actually, a year to almost to the day.
Yep.
July 9th.
Yep.
Right. So once again, we are in Navola. It is all of the different regions, cities, neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them, as they discuss throughout the novel, are split into family-owned spaces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the most powerful families, if not the most powerful family at this time, is the de Reguli family.
Who are bankers.
Which to me, of course, smacks of the Merchant of Venice.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Yes.
Right? And their business model, their power, their success, their influence, and they mention this at the very beginning of the book, come from the promises they make.
Yes.
Okay.
And that theme keeps coming back again and again.
Right.
And
the
again.
promises can be anything. They can be financial promises.
Yes.
They can be familial promises.
Yes.
They can be philosophical promises. They can be promises for a particular line of merchant, a particular product.
Right.
It's anything.
Right.
And we get the impression, I if I'm not mistaken, this is over the course of a couple of hundred years, that the family has ruled kind of this this place.
Yeah.
Starting with the great-great-great-grandfather and moving on to the grandfather. And right now, the main character is Davico de Reguli,
Right.
who is the son of the current person who is his father.
He's the head of the family, right?
Debonacci, right?
Yes.
Right. De
Um,
Reguli, right?
And so
very
Davico
powerful.
is the heir apparent.
Correct. And we start when Davico is younger and progresses as he grows older.
Yeah, as a little boy, like
a little boy, yes.
like he,
in fact,
like he has to be.
That's right.
He has to climb up into chairs.
That's right. And
Right?
in some of the opening scenes, as he's watching and observing his father conduct business, he's hiding in the office or under the desk, or which kind of smacks of John F. Kennedy, in the White House, where you have the right. And so you've got all this going on, and the father is shrewd and
almost
cunning,
almost prescient in some ways.
very much so.
He's not even a force of nature because he's entirely too logical and cunning and chess playing and organized for him to be natural.
Correct.
Right. Some people are a force of nature in terms of their personality, and some people dominate a room because they have more information than everybody else, and
they
know how to use it.
And he has the information.
Yes,
and he
knows how to use it.
He has a force of personality as well.
Yes, and he's also got a force. He's got his own private army.
He does.
Yeah.
The name of that is the Lupari.
Well,
sort of.
Yes. Sort of,
but he does have his own. He does have his own.
Technically, that's the fighting force. They're mercenaries, but that's the fighting force for the city, for Navola itself. Correct. But really,
they have their guards.
De Reguli, they control it.
Well, and they own the Piazza de Reguli, right?
Yes.
It's their home, their space.
Yes.
Right? And it's an incredibly powerful family.
Yes.
There is a city government, which essentially is...
He kind of owns it.
Kind of puppeteers.
Yeah.
Right? And the De Reguli family
There's the various merchants
that way for a long time.
And he kind of owns them.
Yeah.
And he's got branches of his bank in every city and every port and
everywhere.
And they have security, very specific kinds of security, and all of this kind of evolves and unfolds as the story goes on. You get the impression of that at the beginning of the book that this is a very powerful family, and that their power is both overt and behind the scenes.
Yes.
But then you come to realize that the power that is overt is really just the tip of the iceberg, and what's behind the scenes really is the driving force that kind of in this setting kind of moves the world. That the De Reguli family has come to understand the nature of power within their society.
Yes.
And has redefined it and has made it theirs. They own it.
Right.
People can get power, but that power is because of
the De Reguli family. That's right. And so I think, and there's hints of magic throughout the story.
Yes, there's hints. It's a sprinkling. It's like a seasoning.
There's no magical system.
No.
Although we'll get to the dragon eye in a minute here.
There's nobody really casting spells or anything like that.
But there's hints of it.
Yeah.
There's hints of traditions. There's hints of rituals that take place in order for things to happen or for things to materialize.
Yes.
And there's a very early on hint.
Kind of like how I'm trying to wait for my breath to materialize after
Mark took
having a sip of the Emerald Giant.
Emerald Giant.
I think the Emerald Giant just reached into my lungs and pulled them out. Wow.
Well, let me go back for a minute. We'll come back to the magic in a minute because we'll introduce the Dragon's Eye in a moment. But I think I want to fall a little bit more on what you were talking about, the main character. So Davico de Reguli. And, he is a perpetually developing character.
Yes.
He, as Mark said, he is really, truly the only one in the book that is good within the context of the world that they're operating in.
Yeah.
And in fact, I made a note to myself saying that the main character, Daviko, is struggling between what is right, what is good, and what he is, and what his family is.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's kind of he's kind of operating in a like a quadrangle there, right? He's like he sees his role. He
Right.
knows what his inherited role is supposed to be.
Right.
He knows what his family is.
Yeah.
He knows what and they keep mentioning this over and over again. You know, there's the father has a kind of like a
do it for the family, Daviko.
a shadow man, right? Castetta.
Right.
Castetta is his
the
name.
stiletto.
Right? The stiletto guy. Yeah.
Yes.
The Castetta is his name. He's an assassin. He's a spy.
Stilettatore or something like
that's
that.
right. I think they refer to it as the stilettatore. Yes.
Yeah.
And
He's the knife guy.
Yeah, the knife guy. Yeah, he's the dagger man.
He's the dagger man.
He's the dagger man. Great
Indeed.
character. Great character.
Oh, I love him.
And yet
he and I went on a date last week.
He is ruthless.
He is ruthless.
And so everybody mentions to Daviko that this is his destiny.
He ordered my
take
meal
over
for me.
His family. Did he really?
Didn't even let me look at the
You
menu.
didn't even know what it was.
He was just like, "You're having the linguine and clams."
Didn't even. Yeah.
And I said, "Shouldn't I look at the menu?" And he said, "I don't know. Should you?" And I just backed down.
Yeah. What was the other guy? Who was the chief of the military? The chief of the guard. A really interesting name, and I can't. It left me. I keep on saying Angus. It's not
Khan.
Yeah, Angus Khan or something like that.
It's not.
It's not Genghis Khan.
It reminded me. It reminded me of aggro.
Right. It did.
He's so aggro, that Khan.
Right. Great character there too. There's a general. Several other people. There's the mayor, who we think is the mayor, but is the kind of the president of the board, I guess, of the city state or whatever.
Yeah.
And all of them are constantly telling him this is his destiny.
It kind of reminds me of
he's
like
fully aware.
It reminds me of like The Sopranos.
Oh,
right?
Yes.
You watch The Sopranos, and
oh yes,
here's a guy. He's trying to take care of his family. He's trying to take care of his business. But there's this other side of him that really isn't another side. It's just baked into all of it.
Yeah.
And so at any moment, this guy, well, if he feels that it's necessary, he's just going to put out a gun and pop out your eye, right? He's going to shoot you in the eye, and that's it. You're done.
Right.
And good thing that he runs a sanitation business, because then he can clean you up.
But Daviko is very thoughtful too in this whole process.
Yes.
Daviko, he knows.
Daviko kind of reminds me of a hippie growing up in a mobster family.
Yeah.
He loves the woods. He loves nature. There's a whole philosophy about being more one with nature that he really finds. Fire! Ha! 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 Stephen just added some more lighter fluid to the fire.
A little bit more lighter fluid here because it started to die for some reason here. Yeah.
The first time Daviko shows anything that he's actually exceptional at, it's disappearing in the woods.
Yes, and also becoming aware of plants and flowers.
Yes.
He connects very well. There's a character in there who's the medical doctor.
Yeah, he's the physician.
The physician of the city.
Yeah.
Yep. And to Mark's point, he purposely gets lost in the woods.
Yes.
And becomes very aware that he appreciates more that life.
Aka Khan?
Anga Khan?
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan.
Everybody Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Everybody Shaka Khan.
I have the actual novel in my office, which I should grab at this point, but I'm lazy, and we're sitting here.
That's right. Let
me see if I can talk about nature for a minute. I'll see if I can.
We're not gonna get up and get the book. If somebody gets the book for us, that's fine. If somebody else tells us that they're not getting us the book, we're just gonna stab them in the eye.
Right.
That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna stab you in the eye.
Daviko has a sister, sort of. Celia, which is spelled Ceil or Celia, so it's Celia.
Yes.
But it's Italian, so it's Celia.
Di Barcosi.
She's the daughter of another family that were rivals to the De Reguli, and the De Reguli basically took them down and took their daughter as ransom, but made a promise, which is what they do, that they would raise her as their own and give her everything that she needs for a good future.
Yeah.
So she becomes Daviko's Sister.
Correct. But therein is
Sister
another
from another
promise.
mister? Sister from another mister.
Sister from another mister.
Indeed. And mother, too.
So Cecilia de Belcosi, Devanacci di Reguli, which is the father, Davico, which is the
Oh, Celia,
you're breaking my heart. Okay, we didn't really.
We could have kept going, but I mean,
All right, no.
why do that to the audience?
Yeah. I think there might be a sequel.
Yeah? There better be.
I don't know.
I'll
have to try and find that.
I'm going to be like Al Pacino and take a flamethrower to this place if there isn't.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try and find that.
I need resolution. I need resolution.
There is an August, and I'll kind of go through this as we look through the. And I'm trying to find the. I'm
sitting sideways in this chair. This is not a good sign.
Yep. And we got a motorcycle going by.
Yep. You probably didn't hear it. A lot of that background stuff doesn't pick up at all.
So it's interesting because I did have this interview up earlier, and I meant to bring this up as well. But it is set in Renaissance Italy.
Yeah,
that is the background, and it is it is based on the Medici family. I mean, really, it is.
Yeah,
that was his inspiration.
Yeah,
which I think is fantastic. I really do. I'll try to find out.
It does feel very much like De Medici, right? It feels very much that family with power and aspirations and nothing standing in its way.
Yeah.
So it feels entitled to just keep going and going and going and going to create a system that nobody else can really break.
Well, it looks like he did some pretty decent research into, and he acknowledges that there's a bunch of faux Italian in there.
Yeah.
As well as real Italian in there.
Yeah.
Right? Like there was that concept, I don't know if you, and I just happened to see this because I had written it down on my notes. Sfaculo. You kept hearing that over and over again as kind of a like a swear word, like a damn it or a whatever, you know. And he's like, that's not Italian. He says, the author. He's like, that's Napoliese, right?
Okay.
And so it's interesting when you have. It's fascinating to me because I think if we go to Bloodsong as well, it's that same type of genre,
right?
Where you're taking a known culture that you and I are familiar with,
and then you're blending it,
and it becomes really interesting,
right?
Because it's something that
kind
you
of
and
like some of the bourbons that we've had.
That's right. Ooh,
thank you.
That's really that's point. What is it? 2-0 tonight?
I think so.
It's kind of rude, but we'll figure that out. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I'm
just making up for lost time.
You are
being in the woods for a week.
You've been in the woods like Davico.
Hiding in the woods.
Aye, Davico.
There's magic in the woods. Sorry, little Sondheim there.
And again, just something, you mentioned this at the beginning, and in this interview here that he did in August of 2024.
Yeah.
It affirms what we just said, because we said there's a kind of a sprinkling of magic.
Yes.
Right? And the interviewer is like, well, the fantasy elements are woven very subtly into this novel. The major theme is not that.
Yeah.
It's not dragons. It's Machiavelian plots.
Oh, absolutely.
Power plays.
Absolutely. It is a political
mafia,
thriller.
Right?
It is a gory, bloody, rough and tumble political thriller.
Yeah.
There is a lot of chess going on, and there's a lot of throat cutting going on.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Both literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally and figuratively. And so Davico then, and back to my original comment, he wants to be something else than he's destined to be.
Right.
He knows what his family is doing.
Right.
As he's a young child, and this is quite often the thing too with kind of human development.
Well, it's not like they're hiding it.
No,
because
he doesn't understand it fully until he's older.
Right.
And he realizes that not everything his family is doing is good.
Right.
Or what would be considered good. There's those machinations behind the scene. There's deals that involve death.
Yeah.
Or assassinations. In fact, when Celia comes into the family, her family is exiled.
Yes.
But there's a whole other family that is extinguished.
Right. They
like
are culled from the earth.
Completely.
Yes. They are
right?
exterminated.
And that is the responsibility, and that is the responsibility of the dereguli family. That is that is what they did.
And really, Daviko really, he's not even good.
No,
It's like going back to Sondheim. He's not good. He's nice.
Yeah,
he's not good. He's not bad. He's just nice.
He is, and that is expressed in the novel as well.
Yeah,
that you're a nice guy. You're soft. You're a nice guy. He's learning, and transforms towards the end of the novel significantly.
Oh yeah,
based on what has happened to him.
Correct.
Of course.
Correct.
And again, we're not going to, there's some twists and turns here that we're,
and I think that if you and I tried to guide people through the plot of this, I don't think that we would do a good job.
No. Oh no.
It's too intricate. There's too much going on. We would miss too much stuff.
I think that's the whole point.
I think people need to read the book.
I think so too. The author in this interview here too, which is fascinating. I wish I had brought this up earlier. This was not intended to be published. He did not want to publish this. At some point in his writing process, he realized, okay, this could be a good novel.
Oh, really?
And so he sent it to his publisher, and what he liked about it is, and I quote, "I liked all the scheming and the plotting and the power plays and the questions of who is trustworthy and who is not, and I liked that the magic lurked in the background."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
That's really interesting to me. Because many of the books that you and I go through or have gone through recently, or, in
overt magic.
Yeah.
Overt.
There's magical systems.
Yes.
There's ways that magic happens.
Yes.
There's a cost to that magic. In this book, the cost is not in the magic. It's in the promises kept and promises broken.
Right.
And that segues into our bourbon.
It does? I mean, I'm not quite sure how to segue into our bourbon, but sure, why not? Tonight's bourbon is Redwood Empire Emerald Giant Rye Whiskey. Most people are on the world, but not in it. Cask strength, 115.4 proof, or 57.7% alcohol by volume. The mash bill is 92% rye, 5% malted barley, and 3% wheat, no corn. The master distiller is Jeff. Is that Duckhorn? I think is Duckhorn. Uncut and unfiltered. Experience Emerald Giant straight. Well, I can't even read that.
Yeah.
Yep. So you should just experience Emerald Giant. Do that. Do that today. And then it says the Emerald Giant, the Redwood Empire stretches from San Francisco to Humboldt Bay and on to the Oregon border. And then it talks more about the trees and how much it makes and how much wood it creates. And it's over 2,000 years old. And I am a golden god. And Stephen is actually just a puppet. I do all the voices. Stephen's an imaginary character.
I sit here.
Exactly.
I'm like Weekend at Bernie's.
Right. Exactly. That's. It's just me.
I'm actually mummified.
You're
in the garage.
Mother. Mark. Mark, I've noticed that you seem to be kind of psychotic and you've killed people and using them as puppets. I think you've been drinking too much bourbon.
What's wrong with you?
So, Emerald Giant. What do you think?
We did the pre-show sip.
It's spicy.
It's very spicy.
It's very spicy.
But that normally I do like spicy bourbons. It doesn't bother me.
Right.
It's kind of that pancake one that kind of turns me off.
Right.
But this one is
no pancake.
Spicy enough that you would think that it would be like a really good burn going down, and it does, but it's not. It's smoother.
It's smoother. It's the word that comes to mind is that it's golden.
Yeah.
It is hot. It is clove and pepper and salt, but it's also caramel and vanilla and smoothness. It's like Barry White in 1978. It's like being at the drive-in with the top down and Parliament is on the radio. And
God, how long were you in the woods?
I was in the woods for. I think time is different in the woods, Stephen.
I walked into the woods.
I was there
Wasn't
for a
that
while.
Walt Whitman? Yeah.
Yes.
I walked into the woods and came out a different
I contain
man.
multitudes, Stephen.
Yeah, that's right.
I
That's
contain
right.
multitudes, especially when I'm in the woods.
And whatever you ate for dinner.
It's not that I was picking mushrooms; it's that the mushrooms were picking me.
Mark's been gone too long. We're gonna have to end the episode soon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's vanilla flavors, there's caramel flavors. We talked about that clovey flavor to it.
So peppery.
It has and pepper. Yeah, I think pepper is actually outweighing the clove.
So peppery.
Yeah, I think the pepper. It's really nice.
You can almost smell. It's like smelling the sea. You can smell the salt when you on the nose, right?
You can.
And again, whenever we've had Redwood Empire, I always get a feeling of like pine, and that might be completely subjective on my part.
It might maybe suggestive of the title itself.
Of the title,
too,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
However, I don't think you're wrong, and maybe there's something in there. If we go a little bit deeper into the mash bill notes and whatnot, you might get a little bit of that tree flavor in there.
I mean, it's 92% rye, so it's going to have a really strong rye flavor
for sure.
And that 3% wheat is probably
it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
No.
And not that the spice bothers me or the rye bothers me generally, but sometimes when you take a sip of something significantly spicy, it burns so much that it takes away from it.
Right. And you can't tell the difference between spice and burn.
That's right. This does not.
This is not. This is definitely spice.
This is smooth.
Yes. This is like having a Bloody
But
Mary.
maybe it's the difference between
the
pepper and other types of spiciness, right?
Yeah. Clove, pepper.
The pepper has a softness to it.
It does. Velvety, golden.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. You're right. I do. I agree with your adjectival choices tonight. I think that's a true word.
Are you making up Italian words again? Is that what's going on?
Nay, Marco.
Vascuccio. Vascuccio, to scoot your butt along
Marco.
the couch. Vascuccio.
Aye, Marco.
Vascuccio here, Vascuccio there. Vascuccio closer to your girlfriend.
I changed it to Marco.
Marco Vespucci.
Stefano and
Marco Vespucci.
And I quote
Good night,
the author.
everybody.
Here we go.
Yeah.
As for Navola and its sequel, I'm halfway into writing the sequel, and I just wrote a sequence of scenes that made me laugh out loud, so I'm having a delightful time.
Oh, okay.
And that was as of August of 24.
Okay.
So there shall be a sequel, and I shall be looking forward to it.
I'm watching you, Paolo. I'm watching you. There better be one.
He reminds me of reminds me of my cousin. Actually, you've never met my cousin, but this is Paolo.
Oh, look at that! There he is. He's a handsome dude.
That artwork on that book is, and this is the problem too. Sometimes I buy a book, and I know people do this all the time. Buy a book because of the artwork. Because the cover art looks so good.
That's true.
This is a winner. Whoever designed that one.
Everyone knows that I've had dubious reasons for buying a bottle of bourbon.
Well,
What's that? Does it have a cowboy theme? Get it!
Hey there, partner.
Hey there.
Come on.
I don't care if it's only $13. I'm sure it's great.
The opening line to Navola. So let's talk about this, okay? The opening line to Navola was, "My father kept a dragon eye upon his desk."
Yes.
So I don't want to reveal the dragon eye itself. I want our readers to get into the book and see where that goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is a fossilized dragon eye.
So what we're saying here is that dragons did in this world once exist.
Yes.
Because we have archaeological proof of it.
Correct. There's an artifact that the father possesses that is on his desk. It is fossilized.
It is a fossilized
So it's
dragon
not
eye.
and the description is fantastic because it is not just
It's the nerves.
Right, that span out
It's the
behind it.
nerve bundle from behind the
Yes.
eyeball.
So you have the roundness of the eye globe itself,
Yes.
right? The eye sphere.
Yes. You have the iris, you have
And
the pupil, and then
the-
you have the nerves.
The dongles coming out the back there.
That's right.
Right?
The dongles. Wow, that's a point right there.
There you go. Thank you very
They're
much.
2-1
I'm
now.
here until Friday.
With your dongles.
Try the veal.
That's right. You
Thank
know, have your dongles ever been inflamed, Stephen?
Well, if
There's
I
surgery
walk a
for
light,
that.
there's chafing.
Yes.
So a little bit of Lotrimin,
Little bit of Lotrimin
Helps
right?
you out.
Right? Some Gold Bond medicated powder.
antifungal, whatever you got going
absolutely, absolutely.
on. Something that takes care
For
of
the chafing of the dongles.
the heated moistness.
And what are you doing with your dongles? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to control your PowerPoint presentation. What are you pointing with, Stephen?
Look over there.
Check out the dongles on that guy.
How do I press the button to advance the slide? Okay, well that just descended quickly.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Wow.
And I think we'll talk when he was a younger boy. Davico had an experience in the office where there was a connection with the dragon eye.
Yes. At least he thinks there was.
And he thinks there was, and then he puts it aside.
Yes.
Right? He puts it aside. The story continues. He grows into a young boy, a young man, then into his, late teens, 20s, so on and so forth. And we see the development of the family and the development of the story. And the dragon eye returns.
Yeah.
I really find it fascinating that the author was entranced or interested in the background of that rather than it being the forefront.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be interested to see if that develops similarly.
Well, because the dragon eye takes a more prominent role
at the end.
Correct.
And I'm just going to be interested to see if that pans out a little bit more.
Well, I kind of feel like in some ways it has to.
I wonder when the sequel. We got to find.
It has to be used, right?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Because he alludes to it at the end of the novel anyway.
Right.
Right. As part of, and again, the reader, you go because there's something specific that happens that causes that to be part of it.
Right. Well, the end of the novel doesn't happen the way it does without the dragon eye.
Correct.
It is an important plot device.
That's right. I'm going to add a little bit of, excuse my noise over here. I'm putting a little bit of, what do you call these?
Stephen has jumped inside of the woodpile. He's now swimming through it like
Pine
Scrooge
cones.
McDuck through the gold coins.
Scrooge McDuck. Oh my.
DuckTales. Ooh.
There we go. We've got some dried, what do you call it? Pine cones that'll get a little bit of fire going. How do you set the fires at your campouts and stuff? Do you guys use gasoline or just fire it up?
No, we don't use any gasoline.
Oh yeah,
it's we man, you'd hate it. we make our own shavings.
I like
we
that
make
too.
our own
I like that
kindling.
too.
We slowly we dig down into the fire pit and
Yeah.
create an air vent.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that too.
And the fun thing about Scouts, right, is that in Cub Scouts, it's we let the kids try and then the parents take over. And in Boy Scouts or in Scouting now, it's Scouting America because there's boy troops, there's girl troops, there's mixed troops.
Yeah.
The Scouts do everything, and the parents are just there to make sure that everything stays legal and nobody sets themselves on fire.
Right.
That's basically what it boils down to.
And hopefully you don't set
One
yourself
summer
on
we
fire.
had somebody who got stung by a bee, and we had to take them to the emergency clinic. Right?
We
We had another person who cut themselves by accident, and we had to take them down to the health office to get bandaged up and stuff like that.
Yep.
Otherwise, the Scouts do it all themselves.
Yep. So the Dragon Eye.
Yes. And if you join Scouting America, you too can get your own Dragon Eye. No, you can't.
With the nerve dongle.
With the nerve dongle. See, that's how we get in trouble, right there. Right? It's the nerve dongle.
Go too far. We didn't go too far.
It's fine.
How are we doing on time?
We're at 44.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where else do we want to dive in here? Because I know we don't want to reveal like the intrigue at the end there. But we could talk about Celia.
Oh, you know what? I think that Celia is the personification of my struggle with this book.
Yes, you said that early on a little bit.
Yeah.
So again, she comes to the family by way of
Ransom.
So Daviko's father becomes aware of a plot from her father.
Right.
He squashes the plot. He kills a whole other family that we mentioned earlier. We've got a little bit of stuff going on, and he takes her as his daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
As ransom, while the rest of the family goes into exile.
Correct.
They leave Navola.
Right. She has an interesting relationship with Daviko.
It's always a little bit more than brother and sister.
Well, they're not related, right? Obviously.
They're not related.
Because it's not, and so there's,
They're always very close.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clear that they both like each other very much.
And as he starts to develop into, a young man, he becomes very interested in her, and vice versa.
Once he starts getting interested in PowerPoint presentations,
there were significant mentions of
You almost got away from it.
I did.
You almost. They're like, wow, that had no gravity, huh? No, it did. It did. You did not reach escape velocity.
No, I didn't.
I pulled you back in.
You did. I just had to look over, and that was it. Landed that plane before I went too far up. It's an interesting relationship. She is a energetic,
wild, observant,
gregarious,
intelligent.
Yeah.
But I think
to his quietness, to his reserve,
yes,
to his wanting to be kind of the rule follower,
yes,
type of thing. She throws care to the wind,
right,
and
she sees everything.
Yes,
and that comes up again and again and again. And
I think one of his faults as well is his lack of observance. His lack of observation. It is a skill that his father has deeply, profoundly.
Right.
And Daviko seems to be missing the mark on a regular basis.
Right. Again and again.
Part of that is youth. Part of that is it's not him.
No, right.
It's just not him.
It's job fit.
Yeah.
He does not fit the job.
And the problem here is this is one of inheritance and not of choice.
Right.
Right, and so you've got that conflict as well inside of him as he moves on through the book.
Right.
Thank you. I yield the floor to the gentleman from
the PowerPoint presentation,
the other side of Gray's Lake.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you. I don't know how much I want to spoil.
I don't want to spoil, and you and I have gotten to a point in this podcast where we don't, because we're encouraging support of these authors, encouraging you to go out and buy these books and listen to them, and then come back and listen to us and formulate your own opinions based on what we've been talking about.
So as happens particularly in Italian operas, there is an unequivocal, undeniable, and particularly bloody reversal of fortune.
Yes.
For the De Reguli family.
Yes.
And that's not at the end of the story.
No.
That's only about 2/3 of the way through. And the last third of the story is what happens to Daviko after he loses everything.
Right.
And kind of made me hate Italian culture. Because some fairly horrific things happen to Daviko.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is forced to live with the people who were the perpetrators.
But similar to what his own family did anyway.
Right. Especially, particularly what they did to Celia, right? Uh-huh. But so then Daviko is in this position where anytime he makes the least bit of noise about his lot in life and what has happened to him, the response is, "Oh, Daviko, you have to get over it."
Right.
Every time somebody in the story says, Daviko, you have to get over it, I wish that Daviko would pick
turn
up
around and
the closest pointiest thing that's nearest to him, whether it be a quill or a knife or a fork or whatever, and stab it in somebody's neck.
right.
That's what I want. I
Yes.
want, like a good Italian opera, I want revenge. I want retribution. I want to see blood spilled in the streets.
That's probably going to happen in the sequel, I would imagine.
It better.
Mark is going to be bloodthirsty.
I already am. I want to see pain.
Deregulate.
Like Hellraiser, baby. I am the pinhead of this story.
That's right.
I can show you such wonders, Stephen. Gentlemen, I am pain.
Yeah, okay, I'm better
There we
now.
go. We're back.
Good night, everybody. Have some more bourbon, Mark. Do we want to try Redwood Empire with ice?
Sure.
Okay.
I need to get the ice.
Oh,
Want to pause?
we can pause.
Pause.
All right, we'll pause.
Blood!
And we're back. We've been iced.
Ooh.
Iced, baby.
Dun 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 dun. dun.
So this does not mute the aroma
I don't think
at
so.
all.
I don't think so.
It's
I actually
still pepper.
It might actually enhance it a little bit.
Yeah, still very peppery.
Yeah. It might actually enhance it a little. PBH.
Ooh.
I think it enhanced the burn.
Ooh. Wow. So spicy.
Yeah.
It mutes the sweet. Now the sweet's on the back end.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like after I've swallowed it, that's when I get the sugar.
yeah.
But it's all pepper and clove and burn. And more smoke. Definitely more smoke.
Definitely an increase in the smoke.
Gosh, that's really good.
I love it.
That's
I really like this bourbon.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
And we're
In fact, it's so good. I kind of think that we should not do the other Redwood Empire
for the oops episode.
for the oops episode
Because
I
it's going to
think
bring us down.
Yeah, I mean, we're moving from the everyday offering to a special offering, and now we're going to do it in reverse. We're going to have the really special one first,
And then come down.
and then we're going to have the table, the table offering, right?
table bourbon.
It's like table wine, right? Yeah. So, yeah,
I like that the ice has enhanced the flavors.
Yeah,
I like that it's brought out a little bit of additional spice.
Yeah,
and I do like that it has not muted the aroma or the taste that we had in the initial sip.
I mean, I like it neat, where
I
all
do.
those flavors hit you up front. But this is interesting because it's more nuanced, because you get all the spice up front, you get the smoke up front, and then after you swallow, you on the back end, you get the sweetness, you get the caramel and the vanilla on the back end, almost kind of like as an afterthought.
That you do. Have we ever seen Redwood Empire at the Bourbon Fest?
I don't
think so.
I don't think so. No. Well, they're out of California, so I mean,
true. You wouldn't necessarily have anybody traveling out this way for that festival.
This is a long way to go just for.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some that travel this way to get to that, but probably.
Well,
not
I mean,
too
Dixon
far.
Deadman came up here,
probably not too far.
from 2XO. He's coming from Kentucky.
Yeah,
that's not an easy trip by itself. I mean, that's 6-7 hours, something like that.
Easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Final thoughts on the book.
Stephen.
Mark struggles.
I'm not sure that I can have final thoughts, because my
Until the
final
sequel.
thought is that this is not over.
Right. Your final thought needs to be resolved in the sequel.
My final thought is that despite all my rage, I'm still just a reader in a cage. I am waiting for the sequel, and I am burning with a need for vengeance and blood.
Vengeance and blood.
At the end of the novel, there's a little bit of a message that is left by Daviko, and I think my final thought is
It's very Godfather, isn't it?
Very much so, and I think my final thought is I like knowing where you are.
Yes, I like knowing where you are,
and that I'm going to leave that to your imagination and let you, as the reader, find that piece.
It's so
which
good.
I think is wonderful.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That part is satisfying.
Yeah,
that part's very satisfying.
Yeah, it is. Almost Phantom of the Opera-esque.
Yes.
In that respect.
Did I not say to leave box 5 empty?
Right. I did. Sing for me.
Yes.
And I'm anxious now to get to to get to the sequel. I'll have to do a little more research and see when that is due out. See if that's revealed somewhere. I think final thoughts on the bourbon is this is a winter bottle for us.
Oh gosh, yes.
The taste is fantastic. The taste is complex. It's layered, highly layered. It is a spicy rye for those of you who like that. Peppery, I think, was the best taste adjective for the evening.
I think that neat or on ice, it's tremendous.
It is,
And I think that if we did some kind of an old fashioned variation,
oh yeah,
like a smoked old fashioned or something
yeah.
like that, I think this would be excellent. Maybe we should do that
smoked for the oopsisode.
for the oopsisode.
Yeah.
Let's just take it and smoke it.
Let's do it.
There's something
there too.
Let's just take it and smoke it, Stephen.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's just do that.
Beards, books, bourbons, and bongs. Here we are. Thank you once again for joining us on Beards, Books, and Bourbon. As always, we love that you invite us into your day by listening to our podcast. Please leave us some stars, some comments. Help us continue to move up the list. We are all over the place where you download your podcasts.
Maybe this is the week that you'll finally listen to me and
That's
go
right.
tell 2 of your friends about Beards, Books, and Bourbon and make them play 10 minutes of an episode
Check
on
us
their
out.
device.
Yeah. We have
Pick your
fun.
favorite episode.
We want to share
Have
the
them
joy
listen
with
to it.
you. And you don't have to like bourbon, but you love the books. And
Yeah.
if you want to try the bourbon, try the bourbon.
I mean, it's not really about the bourbon. It's
No.
really more about the books. We
It
spend
is.
the majority of our time talking about the books.
that is correct.
The
But we
bourbon
also
just
want to.
makes it more fun for us.
We encourage you to try the bourbon, though.
It's true. The bourbon's
If we
really
can get
good.
some bourbon converts here, that's a success.
Yeah, absolutely.
So check us out follow us on social media on X, formerly known as Twitter. We are on Blue Sky. We are on
Blue Sky.
Instagram, all these places.
Insta,
Facebook.
Insta.
Check us out.
Check us out. Upcast, downcast, incast, outcast,
Overcast,
overcast,
Undercast.
undercast. Captain over, Captain under, Captain done. Don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
Spotify, Amazon,
And there we have it.
Apple Play, Apple whatever it is.
And
Apple.
whether or not you have a dragon's eye, if
I do.
you're not listening to Beards, Books, and Bourbon,
You're doing it wrong.
good night, everybody.
Good night.